Soweto under fire. The country's largest township had a dark cloud hovering over it.
This is a story of a fearless youth of South Africa. In 1976, the youth of South Africa in the Soweto township decided to march against injustices that were made by the government, which is the apartheid government.
June 16, 1976, presented a new form of resistance towards the Afrikaans language policy introduced under the Bantu education in 1953 under the then apartheid government.
They were protesting against the use of Afrikaans language because Afrikaans at that time was forced to them. They were forced to take Afrikaans as one of their major languages, and also the system was broken because the government was spending about 644 rands on a white student education compared to only 42 rands on a black student education. So they were fighting for equality.
June 16, 1976, presented a new form of resistance towards the Afrikaans language policy introduced under the Bantu education in 1953 under the then apartheid government. It was under Bantu education that the then apartheid government spent 644 rands on a white child's education as opposed to a mere 42 rands on a black child's education.
So what can we learn as people of today from the youth of 1976? What we can learn is that the youth of 1976 were brave enough. They fought for what they believe in. They didn't fear death. They made peace with death. Because when you make peace with death, you allow death to fear you. The thing that you must fear is the fear itself. So they were willing to die for what they believe in. So let me ask you a question. As a young person, as a person living today, are you willing to die for your dreams? Are you willing to die for your goals? Are you willing to die for what you believe in? Are you willing to die for your values? Are you willing to die, for the things that you love? This is the question that I am pointing to you. Right now, as a youth of today, we are fighting a lot of things like depression. We are fighting a lot of things like anxiety, comparison, social media pressure. We are fighting unemployment. Right now in South Africa, the youth unemployment rate is 74%. So there is a lot that we are dealing with. So we need to continue fighting. A luta continua. The struggle continues.
It was such inequalities, coupled with the Afrikaans language being enforced on black students, that led to a revolt. On that fateful day of June the 16th, what was supposed to be a peaceful protest by black students against the Afrikaans language policy turned ugly. Police fired at thousands of protesting students, killing 176 of them and leaving thousands injured. It was such inequalities fought by the youth and political movements that paved the way to a new political dawn in South Africa.
Aluta continua. I don't know. I don't know if I say that's right. But anyway, how do you say the struggle continues? I'm not a politician. So yeah.
First is a illegal gathering. The time is now 9:23. You have 3 minutes. At 9:26, you must disintegrate. Thank you very much.
Give it a clock.